All right, so what do we have here? What is it asking us to do? Right, very good. It's not asking us to solve. It's saying that if I have a value for p equal -6 and q equaling -3, if I take those and plug those in, this is what I should have. So my p is going to be that right there, right? If I take them and I plug them in, that's what I should get. I just took the p, plugged it in for everything that was a p, and I took the q and plugged it in for everything that was a q. Now, can I solve it? But can I solve it? She's saying no. Why can I not solve this? There's no equal sign. There's no equal sign. And since there's no equal sign, this is an expression. So with an expression, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, adding and subtraction, we work downwards. Okay, so I need to do this first. Do I have any parentheses? Yeah. Most certainly do, right? And inside those parentheses, what do I do first? That's a dividing sign. It's not an addition sign. So what do I do first? I divide. This right here has to happen first because this symbol right there means that it is -3 divided by 3. It's not -3 divided by everything else. It's not the whole bar line that gives me the separation between the numerator and the denominator. It's just asking for one simple thing. And so since I do that, I have my parentheses that groups this. I have to do this portion first because it's what happens from left to right. Okay, so this is going to be -6 squared. We haven't dealt with it yet. And that's going to be -3 divided by 3, which is?
0.
No, ma'am. -3 divided by 3? It is -1. Okay, are we still inside of our parentheses? We are. So what do I do next? We are still up here at the top. So what do I do next? I do this right here. What happens right here? Because that's multiplication, isn't it? Even though it looks like subtraction right here, this is really a -1 times a -6 inside those parentheses. So what do I get? What's -1 times a -6? Good. +6. Am I still inside my parentheses? So I've taken care of multiplication and division inside my parentheses. I move to adding and subtraction inside of my parentheses. So what is -1 plus 6? 5. Now, to be honest, if you're having issues with those, with actually you knowing what to do, but you're getting the wrong arithmetic move, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, do it in your calculator. Do that simple -1 plus 6 in your calculator because we're going to do harder things beyond that. And it's okay if you have to do it in your calculator. We would love for you not to have to, but it's okay. Okay, because you don't need to mess up for the simple little arithmetic error. So we're going to get 5. Okay, what do I do next? I've taken care of parentheses. Now we go to... Very good. Now, I would like for you to, in your calculator, every one of you that has a calculator, try this, because when your calculator gives you an error, it's not going to be its fault. I want you to understand that. It's going to be our fault because it's going to give us what we key in. All right, so if I go -6 squared, because I did you a favor here. I wrote it correctly. Most of you probably took the -6, put it in for p, and you have it like that right there. I want you to go -6 squared and tell me what you get.
I got -34.
Very good. Is that correct?
No.
You should know what negative times a negative gives you, correct? Gives you a positive.
How does that give us an error then?
Okay, very good question, because your calculator, your Texas Instrument calculator, requires you to put parentheses around that number. That's just the way it works. Okay, it's like having to key something in to get the answer out. So I wrote it correctly for you. So go parentheses -6, close parentheses squared, and tell me what you get.
-36.
Positive 36. When you put parentheses,
Negative.
did you have the negative on the outside? You had to.
I think it's square on the inside.
Yeah, you got to do it on the outside, just like I have it written. Now, for those of you that think your calculator give you an error, it's going to give you exactly what you type in, and I'm telling you what it does. That's how it operates. It's a beautiful thing, but you need to understand how it works, okay? And so this is going to be positive 36 times 5. Okay? So now we've done our exponents. We are now to our multiplication and division concept, and what do we get? 180. Now, here's the thing you need to know, because you will probably tell yourself, well, I just solved that. What you did is you took the original part right here and you simplified it down to one number, because this and that are the same thing. It's just simplified. Okay? Questions on that?